Good enough for me. Vegans are complicated, y'all. Hi, and welcome to this week's first episode of The Forgotten Vegetarian, a show where I, a lifelong vegetarian, teach you, presumably someone who knows very little about vegetarian or vegan cooking, how to cook for those in your life who have taken the plunge. So, I'm going to make a very, very, very simple pumpkin roll recipe. It should come together in no time, and then you have something wonderful and delicious to serve to those who are making Christmas morning complicated for you. Get 2 cups of flour. Put in a tablespoon of baking powder, a half a teaspoon of salt, and you're going to want a tablespoon of sugar. So we're going to mix together the dry. Still white. Next, you're going to take 3/4 cup milk. I have chosen to use cashew milk. I think it bakes pretty well. Add 3 tablespoons to 1/4 cup of oil. So I've chosen to use pumpkin puree, which you can use in a 1-to-1 ratio for your oil. Mix the wet together. It's changing color before our very eyes. Once your oil substitute or coconut oil or vegetable oil has been mixed in with your non-dairy milk, this is when I like to add spices to everything. Today I'm going to use cinnamon, ginger, and pumpkin pie spice. I prefer to put the spices in just by eye, so everything's a little different. Who knows what I've added? Who knows what's in here? And then you want to create a well. Add your wet. Stirring all the way. But you know, mixing may be boring, but it's the thing that brings us all together. I make you a promise. I won't make jokes like that anymore. Once the dough has pretty much come together, you're going to hand knead it. Next, you're going to spread flour on a dried surface. Take a rolling pin, dust it in the flour that you hopefully still have some of, and then you're going to roll this out. If it's still too wet to work with, go ahead and add a little more flour. You want to roll it out until it's about 1/4 of an inch thick, and you want it as rectangular as possible. Look how pretty the dough is. Next, you're going to apply a thin layer of a butter-similar substance. So if you cooked with applesauce, go ahead and make a thin layer of applesauce and just call them apple rolls. Since I'm using pumpkin, I'm going to layer a thin layer of pumpkin over this, again with some cinnamon, maybe a little ginger and a little pumpkin spice, a tiny bit of sugar, and then I'm going to roll them up. So let's get going with that. I've got my pumpkin on there. Tasty and delicious. You have a roll, just like this. Take your butter knife and cut it in about 1.5 inch tall rolls. Fun fact, the ends can just be cut off and snacked on by the chef since they don't actually have any raw egg in them. Woo woo! Take your pan. I have put a little coconut oil in this. And then you're just going to place all of your little rolls around the edge. Leave them a little space to get bigger. And don't drop one on the floor. Now, you're going to take these and put them into your oven that was preheated at 425 and bake them for 12 to 15 minutes. Now, while you're waiting for those to finish baking and then cool and then be boring, we're going to make some icing. So take a little bowl. I have vegan organic powdered sugar. I'm just going to pour an amount in here. Add your non-dairy milk. I'm going to add just a touch of vanilla. Perfect. After your timer goes off, use your hot pads and take your buns out of the oven. They will be kind of hard on the outside and really soft on the inside, and that's what you want. So, as long as they're totally cooked, which I'm hoping mine are, we're going to turn off the oven and put the icing on. Look at how delicious they are as I dribble the icing all over. And if you just can't wait anymore, it's time for you to sample one. I prefer to eat mine with a fork like a lady. Hey y'all, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this recipe and you want to see more, please click the like button below, and I'll be uploading videos every other Wednesday. Thanks, and have a happy holiday.